In the heart of a bustling city, nestled amidst towering skyscrapers and labyrinthine streets, there lay a neighborhood steeped in urban legends. Whispers drifted through the alleys like specters, tales of the macabre that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to listen. Yet, among these tales, one legend reigned supreme, the legend of Shadow Street. Legend had it that Shadow Street was not like any ordinary street. It existed in a realm between reality and nightmare, where darkness roamed freely, and the echoes of lost souls whispered through the air. None who ventured onto Shadow Street returned unscathed, if they returned at all. Among the residents of the city, there was a young woman named Sarah. She was a skeptic by nature, dismissing the tales of Shadow Street as mere superstition. But one fateful night, curiosity gnawed at her, and she found herself drawn to the infamous street. As Sarah stepped onto Shadow Street, an icy chill descended upon her, seeping into her bones. The street was eerily quiet, the only sound the echo of her own footsteps against the cobblestones. Buildings loomed like silent sentinels, their windows gaping like empty eye sockets. The further Sarah ventured, the thicker the darkness became, enveloping her in its suffocating embrace. Shadows danced at the edge of her vision, twisting and contorting into grotesque shapes. Her heart pounded in her chest, each beat echoing in the desolate silence. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the darkness, a man cloaked in shadows, his features obscured. Sarah's breath caught in her throat as the figure beckoned to her, his voice a mere whisper on the wind. "Come closer, child," he crooned, his words sending a shiver down her spine. "I have something to show you." Despite every instinct screaming at her to flee, Sarah found herself inching closer to the mysterious figure. His eyes gleamed with an otherworldly light, drawing her in like a moth to a flame. As she drew near, the figure extended a hand, revealing a small, ornate box. Its surface was etched with intricate patterns, pulsing with an ominous energy. "This box holds the key to unlocking the secrets of Shadow Street," the figure murmured, his voice dripping with malice. "But beware, for once opened, there is no turning back." Sarah hesitated, the weight of his words settling like a stone in her chest. But her curiosity outweighed her fear, and with trembling hands, she reached out and took the box. As soon as her fingers closed around it, the world around her shifted. Reality twisted and warped, plunging her into a nightmarish realm of darkness and despair. Shadows writhed and coiled around her, their touch like icy tendrils against her skin. Desperate to escape, Sarah frantically searched for a way out, but Shadow Street was a maze with no end in sight. Every turn led her deeper into the abyss, further away from the world she once knew. Hours passed, though it felt like an eternity, until at last, Sarah stumbled upon a glimmer of light, a faint flicker at the end of the street. With renewed hope, she pressed forward, each step a struggle against the encroaching darkness. At long last, she emerged from the depths of Shadow Street, blinking against the harsh glare of the city lights. The box slipped from her grasp, clattering to the ground as she collapsed onto the pavement, gasping for breath. But even as she lay there, battered and broken, Sarah knew that she had escaped with more than just her life. For she had glimpsed the true nature of Shadow Street, a place where nightmares bled into reality and the line between the two blurred beyond recognition. And though she may have escaped its clutches, the memory of Shadow Street would haunt her for the rest of her days, a reminder of the darkness that lurked just beyond the edge of sight.